Hello everyone! The anticipation of a merry celebration increases as Christmas draws near. To match this excitement, let's whip a little magic this Christmas together with Arla Pro featuring our Halayang Kamote with Pastillas Cheese Brulee recipe. I'm Chef Timothy Ray Azores-Falier from the Pastry Alliance of the Philippines, and welcome to Arla Pro Digital Kitchen Series. Now to start our dessert, so I have here kamote. So there are three different kinds of kamote. There are orange, which is this one, merong dilaw, merong puti. Okay? You choose what's the best for your palate. So that's the key ingredient in our recipe. Now, I have already prepared this kamote. Pinakulungan ko na. I have boiled it already for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes until it is fork tender. Okay, so fork tender, ibig sabihin, kailangan yung tinidor nyo is nagpe-penetrate ngayon hanggang sa gitna ng inyong kamote. Then, peel it. Okay, so balatan nyo, clean it, of course. Then, we're going to grate it. So, simulan natin kung paano gumawa ng halaya. So, gagawin lang natin using a grater, box grater. Pwedeng makakapal, pwede rin siyang yung maliliit na blade. So, grate na natin. So, it depends sa inyo kung gaano ka-chunky, gaano ka-creamy ang inyong halaya. Okay? So, yan. So, don't forget na kailangan halaya is very tender because pag may hilaw na part dyan, okay, you do not want to, okay, eat, okay, a somehow raw texture of a kamote. So, ayan. So, I chose this orange type of kamote because it's very sweet. Okay? And more festive yung color, di ba? Okay, mukha siya talagang Paskong Pasko. Yan. Okay, one technique pala if kilo-kilo ang inyong kamote. After peeling it, you can use Roboku, you can use mixer, okay, to make it more finer. Okay, it's your choice. But this type of grating kasi I want to have a bits of texture of the kamote. All right. So once your kamote is already in the pot, ayan. So, it depends sa inyo kung uubusin niyo sa recipe. If you want it very thick, if you want it to be more creamy, add or less lang kayo ng kamote. Okay, so yan. Then, before we heat our pan or pot, okay, kung marami kayong ginagawa, we're just going to pour our ingredients. So, this is Arla whipping cream. We have our condensed milk. We have granulated sugar. You can choose a brown sugar, dark brown sugar, washed sugar. You can use a castor sugar, honey sugar, any sugar you want, to be honest. Okay? But I like to put a white sugar here in my kamote because I'm using a orange type of kamote. I don't want to lose the bright color of my kamote. Okay? So yan, so lagay lang natin siya dyan. And now we're going to stir it to make it more creamy and to emulsify all the ingredients there. And don't forget, because it is very sweet, we need to balance our kamote. So, I'm going to put a salt. Yan. Then, we're going to open our stove. Okay, on a low heat lang. Okay, we want it to cook slowly. Okay? Kasi pag masyadong mataas ang apoy, okay, tendency baka masunog. Because this is, your kamote is sweet, it's packed with sugar, naglagay ka pa ng condensed milk, naglagay ka pa ng sugar, then, prone siya na mabilis masunog. Okay, so bring this to a simmer. So mapapansin nyo, is medyo malabnaw yung texture. But later lalapot yan. Okay, but I think I want to add more kamote at this point. So, yung natira kong kamote, I'm just going to get it and grate it again. Okay, so let's continue to simmer this. Now, kamote is packed with starch, sugar. So, at least 10 to 15 minutes with this kind of recipe, mararamdaman nyo na yung lapot, mararamdaman ng inyong mga braso. Ayan, diba? Pag tayo mga Pinoy, pag gumagawa tayong kakanin, braso ang kalaban. Pero at the end of the day, busog tayo. Ayan, so, let's adjust the heat. So if you want to add more flavors in your halaya to make it more modern, more festive, kumbaga, you can add cinnamon, nutmeg, any spices you want. If you want it to be more Asian, medyo pagka-Chinese, you can put a cinnamon sticks or you can put a star anise. It will be, your kakanin or your halaya will be more fragrant. Okay, at this point, your halaya, okay, starting to come to a thick consistency. Okay, nakikita nyo rin, from a pale orange texture or orange color, your orange kamote, okay, will deepen in color. Because nag-reduce na yung mga condensed na nilagay natin. Condensed milk, the cream itself, and the sugar. Okay, so the consistency you're looking for here is thick. Okay, so mas malapot pa sa mashed potato na usual nyong kinakain. Okay, you do not want it to be medyo malambot because a texture of halaya has a dense texture but creamy. Alright, so as you can see, medyo humihiwalay na sa pan. Okay, nagiging para siyang roux, kumbaga in French term, yung ating halaya. At this point, lalagyan na natin ng ating Arla soft butter. Ayan, so malambot. You don't want a cold butter here. You want it to be soft and creamy. And halo lang natin. So turn off the heat when you add your butter. So once your butter is already incorporated, we're going to transfer it here in our prepared na tin cans. So this recipe, we will make 2. You can directly put into a pan, pero kung masyadong marami kayong ginagawa or meron sobra, you can chill it first before you transfer it into your molds or your mga cans. Okay, simutin natin. Then, smooth out natin to flatten our halaya. Alright, set this aside. Okay, then we're going to prepare our topping, which is our Pastillas Brulee. So, I have a sauce pot. Any pot will do. So, lalagay lang natin ang ating Arla Pro whipping cream. Our Arla milk powder. Cornstarch. Condensed milk. And again, to balance the sweetness, we're going to add salt. So again, bago natin ilagay ng heat, we need to stir our mixture. Okay, so once your ingredients is fully incorporated and you do not see any lumps of milk powder, you turn on your heat. Low again, low to medium. We just want our mixture to bubble up. We do not want it to be more thicker than a nape consistency. So we are just activating the starch from our cornstarch. Okay, we do not want it to reduce. Okay, kasi pag ni-reduce natin itong mixture na to, the texture will be like candy. Okay, so we want both our brulee and our kamote to be balanced in terms of texture and flavor. Alright, so I can already see that my mixture is starting to thicken. At this point, I'm going to add my 2 cheeses. So I have here Arla Pro Cheddar. So half lang muna. Okay, para yung pagka-cheesy niya is ma-incorporate sa ating custard. Okay, or our brulee. So I have here Gouda. So half lang muna. Then we're going to mix. Okay, a little bit more. Malapit na. You want to see a na mawala yung small bubbles and it turns to a big bubbles. Alright, so as you can see, it's rapidly boiling. So just count at least 30 seconds to 1 minute at this point. Pag nakita nyo na yung mga bubbles na yan. Because after that time, your starch or the flavor of the cornstarch is mawawala. Okay, also that gritty texture of the cornstarch, okay, will be lessened. Okay, so turn off the heat. Okay, look at that texture. It's thick, it's gooey, and it's yummy. Ayan, so while it's hot, okay, we can transfer it again to our... Okay, so slowly transfer it. So divide this into 2 portions. So simutin natin, sayang. Then again, level your pastillas. Then to add flavor and texture, lalagyan natin siya ng cheese. So I have here grated cheddar cheese. And Gouda. Okay, so we're going to salamander it or gratinate it into a oven. So, pag wala kayong gratin or wala kayong salamander at home, you can use to torch the top because we just want to have a depth of color, a char color into the top of the kakanin. Then, another technique is you can use the technique of bibingka, a charcoal, ilagay nyo sa ibabaw, just to brown the cheese and the pastillas. So, let's put it inside the oven, okay, for about 3 to 5 minutes until the top is golden brown. Our kamoteng halaya has already been removed from the oven. As you can see, we have a caramelized brown color on top and the cheese melted, okay, with golden brown flavor to add, okay, depth of saltiness and texture to our kamoteng halaya. And that's it! Update the holiday feels with delightful snacks to serve with our creamy halayang kamote with Pastillas Cheese Brulee. All made better, of course, with Arla Pro products. Find our Arla Pro products for your dairy kitchen needs at any SNR membership clubs. And look for our Arla Pro sales consultant ready to assist you. Global Pacific Distribution Network is the exclusive food service distributor for Arla and Arla Pro products. Be sure to check our episodes from this series as we enhance your menu with sustainable ingredients. And see you again as we feature more of your favorite recipes. Only here at Arla Pro Digital Kitchen Series. Again, this is Chef Timothy Ray Azores Falier from the Pastry Alliance of the Philippines. Whip, bake, and be merry!